shares the front row with Reed Mackay. We go back to Nathan Mathers. Liam Williams, what about that for a story? He starts out of position 4.
Mate, what a
Matty
great
Jackson
drive.
and Matt Smith. We go back to Charlie Brown, the chairman of the boards. Young Harley Smee. Then we go back to the Queensland champion Michael Stewart. Cody Stothard, the number 8 machine of Gearing. Tucked in behind them, the Bandit. And the 71 machine of Troy Ware. Position 8 is the card drawn. And that'll be Harley Smee. And we go green, 50 laps of journey. Everybody getting in where they fit in. Oh, I tell you what, Reed Mackay got it up on 2 wheels.
Troy Ware, Darren Vine and Caden Brown.
You've got to be kidding.
You're kidding me. I'm not sure how that started, but Troy Ware was parked sideways. Vine nowhere to go, Brown nowhere to go. Into the side of the 71.
Rook and Reed. I tell you what, Reed Mackay will be very, very happy that he gets to restart that. He had it up on 2 wheels coming out of 2. He'll be thanking his lucky stars. My old mate from Wollongong's going to lead him away. Gary Rook, beautifully presented. The N42 from Oak Flats Motorcycles. Hold your breath, Brisbane. 50 laps is a long way. Let's go racing. We pull the trigger. One more time and they all fire down into 1 and 2. Looking for a little bit of real estate in the clayway. This time we get through 1 and 2 nice and clean. Down into the 3-4 turn. Everybody hits the anchors. It is Gary Rook that leads the way over Liam Williams. Have a look at the battles right through the field. Everybody trying to get a little go forward happening at the moment. Plenty of fuel on the back, about 90 litres. Caden Brown gets down underneath McCulloch. Nathan Smee on the top side. Rook leads another one over Williams. Wheels up from Reed Mackay. Matty Smith, then we go back to Nathan Mathers. Charlie Brown, the chairman of the boards. Plenty of action on the racetrack, still Liam Williams. Have a look at them all file. Through turns 3 and 4 up into 1 and 2, keeping an eye on Michael Kendall. Remembering he's come from position 16, and if he can get the win, takes home an extra $1,500. At the moment, the cool chassis doing it beautifully.
Oh, someone's on their side down there in turn number 4. That is the 72 machine. Yep, Jesse Harris in the Dusty's on-site maintenance number 72.
5 laps in the bank, 45 left to run. And the man from Wollongong, New South Wales, in the beautifully presented Oak Flats N42 leads the way. Williams back to Smith, Reed Mackay, Nathan Mathers, the Queensland champ. Michael Stewart's the next one in the queue. Charlie Brown, Matt Jackson. Michael Kendall's got himself up to 9th from 16th. Matt Gearing, Harley Smee, Brad Dawson, Caden Brown, Caleb Curry. Nathan Smee, Connor McCulloch sits in 16th. Darren Vine, Chris Singleton. Troy Ware, Cody Stothard, Bernard Clark, and Jesse Harris. We pull the trigger, 45 laps left to run in this one. Everybody knows to tail as they get down underneath and go firing one more time into 1-2. Down the back straight. Oh, up on 2 wheels goes Matty Smith as Liam Williams throws the challenge down to Gary Rook as they come out of 4 and under the tower. Matty Smith having a good look underneath Williams, couldn't get the job done that time. Have a look at them spread out right around the racetrack here in Brisbane. Nathan Smee starting to go forward now. Wheels up from Reed Mackay down the back straight. Rook still leads this one at the moment. Charlie Brown looking for a little bit of room to move. the chairman of the boards. He's got Kendall for company. Oh, Rook's got a broken race car, has he?
No, he just got crossed up out of 4, Mac, and got it all untidy.
Down the back straight they go. New leader into turns 3 and 4. Matty Smith leads the way. Reed Mackay got the elbows up, moves himself to second. Williams still in the top 5. Kendall now starting to charge forward in the cool chassis Toyota powered machine. Harris moves to the infield, the first one out. Spread out now right around the racetrack. And it is Smith that leads across the stripe. Reed Mackay, Gary Rook. Here comes Michael Stewart, the Queensland champion, starting to come into it now. Up into the top 5. 37 laps left to run in this one. Oh, Rook and Stewart, so close down the front straight. Everybody stays green. They are spread right across the racetrack, 2 and 3 wide. Still Smith leading this one with 35 to run. Reds.
Oh, I think that's Kendall.
It is Kendall. The car's junked up the top.
Chrissy Mack just saying the car never turned. It went straight ahead. You can see the witness mark under the post in the wall there, where the Ian Botcher race parts machine has struck the wall.
Mathers moves up to 7th. Matty Jackson, Caden Brown, Nathan Smee, Caleb Curry. Great job from Caden Brown from the back of the bus. Lights go out, 36 laps left to run. Matty Smith brings them all the way out of turn 4 and gasses them up, says, let's go, boys. Down into 1 and 2, look at them fan out across the racetrack, 3 wide as they come out of 2 and down the back straight. Stewart having a look, ripping the lip on the top side. Trying to get out of the way of Reed Mackay. Reed Mackay almost squeezed him out as he come underneath the tower, but Stewart with enough horsepower to fire down the outside of the racetrack. Matty Smith ticking off another one over Stewart. Back to Reed Mackay, then we go back to Gary Rook and Charlie Brown. That's the top 5. Brown has a good look underneath. Can he get the job done on Gary Rook? Yes, he does. Moves himself up another spot. Gary Rook, he's a fighter. He's got Nathan Smee with him. Smee wheels up out of 2 down the back straight. As again, Stewart ripping the lip coming out of 4. Caleb Curry now riding to come into his own, the Kiwi, in the Speedway shop, number SA6. Keeping Caden Brown company as they go wheel to wheel through the turns 1 and 2 and down the back straight at Dispatch. Nathan Mathers on the outside. Williams still in at this one at the moment. Having a great drive in the next gen number 9 machine. Matty Smith, Michael Stewart and Reed Mackay. Still the top 3 at the moment. Oh, Bernie Clark spins and takes Cody Stothard with him right in front of all the leaders. Everybody gets through and threads the needle.
Through the B, started, I think he started on the last row, didn't he? Pretty sure he did.
He did, him and Caden Brown.
Yeah.
And have a look at them, battling their way up through the field. We go green, 29 laps left to run in this one. Smith leads Stewart, Reed Mackay, Charlie Brown and Nathan Smee, the top 5. Gary Rook, still not out of this yet. Oh, Caleb Curry, big wheels up from the number 6 machine. Down underneath the tower, here comes Stewart. Throws a challenge on Smith on the top side. Jackson tries to get down underneath Gary Rook, and meantime the battle is 3 wide in front of that one. Charlie Brown, Gutter Rats, the number 11, and gets the job done on Reed Mackay. Nathan Smee goes to the top. Reed jumps on the anchors, almost runs into the back end of the number 14. Oh, one pulling to the infield. Smith leads, Stewart, Brown now in the top 3.
That is Reed Mackay on the infield, Mega.
It's Reed Mackay pulling to the infield in the 76. 25 laps, we are halfway home. Stewart once again putting Smith to the absolute sword. Side by side out of 2. And the Queensland champion wants to lead a couple of laps here at Brisbane. Gets the job done under the tower. Down the back straight, new leader into the 3-4 turn. Side by side with Matty Smith. Brown getting closer, Nathan Smee and Matty Jackson now in the top 5. Liam Williams just in behind this battle. What a sensational night it's been for him. "17 runners left in this one from a field of 22, and still Stewart and Smith trading blows. Oh, Nathan Smee, 2 wheels coming out of 4. Gary Rook a little crossed up coming on the entry of the straight as Caleb Curry puts it to the top side, wheel to wheel down the back straight, and still Rook hangs on to that position. Curry won't go away, gives Rook a little slap on the way past. Rook slams into the back of the 6. He's destroyed the front end on the 42. Gary Rook driving a broken wheelbarrow at the moment. Front shock is gone. Matty Smith re-inherits the lead as they come up onto the slower cars. Cody Stothard the first, McCulloch just in front of that as well. They both pull to the bottom side. The leaders looking to sweep around the outside. Smith the first, right in the wheel track, Stewart. Great battles up on screen at the moment if you're watching this on Ash Media. Stewart, Smee and Brown. Nathan Smee, who's had a wretched night. Oh, Gary Rook finally succumbs to the damage on the front of the 42 machine, Trev.
Yeah, it had to happen sooner or later. That right front was toasted. Broke the shock off it. What a brilliant 34 laps we've had so far.
Yeah, it's been absolutely sensational, hasn't it? 16 laps left to run. Single file past the cone and we go green one more time. Everybody hammer down into turns 1 and 2. Oh, tell you what, gloves are off in the middle of the racetrack at the moment. Gearing, doing everything he can at the moment to hold off Harley Smee. Oh, traffic jam in front. Car coming to the infield. I can't see that in the dark. Looks like, oh, Liam Williams has had a sensational run on the number 9.
Look who's up to second.
Nathan Smee, the 50-lap specialist, doing a sensational job up the second spot. Stewart tucks in right behind these 2 in front, ripping the lip into the 3-4 turn. Matty Smith doing a sensational job out front, but now he'll know when he looks up on the board that it is Nathan Smee side by side. Stewart continues to rip the lip on the top side through 3 and 4. Great little battles right around the racetrack at the moment. Charlie Brown, wheels up in the Haltech number 11 machine. 10 laps left to run in the 50-lap journey. Matty Smith still hanging on to this one at the moment. Nathan Smee, Michael Stewart, now it's go time. 10 laps to go. If you're in striking distance, it is now or never. Matty Smith hanging on. Nathan Smee and Stewart still ripping the lip on the top. Stewart looking for some go forward in the 51. Matty Jackson now in fourth. Here comes Caden Brown. What a drive that is, up to the top 5. Charlie Brown comes to the infield. Leaders up onto the tail end one more time. McCulloch's the first car in their sights. Matty Smith looking to go to the inside. Can't get it done that time. Moves the 47 out of the way. And Matty Smith puts a car between himself and Smee. Stewart and Smee ripping the lip on the top side through the 3-4 turn. Here comes Smee with 5 to go. The top 3 now starting to put the show on. Matty Smith, Nathan Smee gets the win at the stripe with 3 to go. 3 to go. And he takes the lead from absolutely nowhere. Nathan Smee from the back of the bus. Michael Stewart up to second. Matty Smith, Matt Jackson, back to Caden Brown, the top 5. 2 to run. Make that 1 lap to go for the leader. Nathan Smee, who's had a wretched night, has come from the back of the bus to lead the 50 lapper here at Brisbane. Fairy tales come true, and Nathan Smith gets the win. And Nathan Smee, oh, Matty Smith, Michael Stewart on the line, Matt Jackson, Caden Brown, Troy Ware, Caleb Curry, Matt Gearing, Brad Dawson, Harley Smee, Chris Singleton, Nathan Mathers, Cody Stothard and Connor McCulloch rounds out the finishers. Ladies and gentlemen, you have just witnessed an absolute ripper race from back of the bus to the win. Make some noise for Nathan Smee on the way down, Trev.
Oh, what a brilliant drive. That was a perfect demonstration of 50 laps and the patience you need to get to the front. He came from the last row to win this race. He has raced absolutely nothing all season. He had a knee operation at the end of last season. And what an amazing job. Nathan Smee, you are a genius. Unbelievable. Brisbane, put your hands together for Nathan Smee. Absolutely brilliant. And I think he is buggered. He is absolutely worn out. Mate, what a fantastic drive from Nathan Smee, Macca. But trophy presentation time.
It is trophy presentation time. And I tell you what, Brisbane, you have just witnessed a fantastic night's entertainment from start to finish. Getting home in third place tonight, please make him feel welcome on the podium, our Queensland champion from New South Wales, Michael Stewart. Come to the front here, my brother. Mate, there's a very proud old man sitting up there in turn 4.
Yeah, I know. I'd like to be sitting up here. I sort of got used to sitting up here, but I give it absolutely everything I had up there. I thought I was comfortable up there, so I thought I'm going to stay up here and just try and rag it up here. And yeah, I run out of brakes with about 15 laps to go, and I was just struggling to keep the thing up there. And yeah, it was a great race. You know, it was awesome to be sort of nearly 3 wide there at 1.4 laps to go, and would have been good to watch. So we were, as long as we were in that race, it's got to be a happy day.
Let's thank the family and the sponsors on the car.
Yeah, well, I can't thank the family for coming out enough. We've got little Mace, our little cousin, and Deacon out here, and Mason's only about 9 weeks old, so he's sitting in there all covered up. But thanks to them for coming out. It is a big effort to get Granddad out here and everything, and can't thank Dad enough. He puts a massive effort in his car week in, week out for us to try and run up the front, and it was great. And all the supporters, Kelly Bodyworks, PA&KS Contractors, CE Construction Solutions, Clark Performance, GRD, C Mount Liquid Clothing Company, Burco Engineering. Can't thank all those guys enough. Fine Line Fabrications. And it's been a good few weeks for us, and we'll regroup and go to Darwin.
Great to have you in Queensland, mate. Congratulations, and let's go get him in the next one.
Yeah, thanks, Macca. Cheers.
Michael Stewart gets the 3rd place position tonight.
In 2nd place tonight, Brisbane, put your hands together for Matt Smith. There you go, mate. Come down the front here. Mate, congratulations on your 2nd place tonight. Mate, she's a tough deal, 50 laps around this place.
Yeah, it wasn't so much the fitness. We just weren't good enough there at the end. So, congratulations to Nathan and Michael. We had a good race there at the end. We were sort of only just good enough to get to the front and sort of just try and stay there. So it is what it is. We'll keep working on it. We've still got a fair bit of stuff to play around with before we go to Darwin. So can't thank Rebecca and Gavin Allback enough for putting this car together for me. Precision Air Services, Mickey Markey, and everyone who sort of comes down and helps. Brett Morris, and hopefully next year we can get one better.
They just seem to be able to run either side of the racetrack, whereas you were sort of stuck to the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, we could sort of get up the top there. We're a bit tight, and then we get loose, and yeah, we just, like I said, we just weren't good enough on the night. So it is what it is. Congratulations
on your 2nd place, mate. Well done.
All right, thank you.
Well, I'll tell you what, folks, I'll get this beautiful lady to come to the front. This is the wonderful Cheryl Holden, Jimmy's beautiful wife. And she is here for one reason and one reason only, and that is to present the trophy to our winner. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the wonderful Nathan Smee. What a show, and I tell you what, Jimmy would be very proud, yes, Cher?
I think so, yes.
Absolutely. We'll get our winner in very quickly. Nathan, mate, I'll step in here. Mate, this thing has had more dramas than you can poke a stick at. It was like a home and away episode. And all of a sudden, bang, the cream comes to the top.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've got a team behind me that just never give up, and, had a few scary moments in the heats, and, in the B main, I don't know whether it was my fault or whatever, but, we come together with another car. But, I mean, they come back and worked, heaps hard on the car and got it set up. And Stephen, my car owner, what can you say? He puts a nice car together. Jamie that does the engine, the GRD Chev, Eagle chassis, Super Shocks, Philip, Sheldon's young bloke, everybody that helps. That was a tough race. I sort of went to the bottom, and I was fast to the mat, and he went to the bottom. I didn't know what to do, and I'm getting a bit older to run at the top like that, so I had to suck it in and just give it to it.
Mate, this is your 2nd home away from home. We love you up here in Queensland, you know that, and it's an absolute honour to have you back here, especially in Victory Lane, and you are the 50-lap specialist.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it tonight, but I mean, as I said, I just sort of had to be consistent on the bottom. It was so slow and getting in, so, but car worked perfect in the feature. We only finished one race, and the one that counted.
Always great to catch up with him in Victory Lane, especially when he's getting a win, ladies and gentlemen. Nathan Smee makes some noise, home in 2nd spot, Matty Smith, and running him out in 3rd place, Michael Stewart. Ladies and gentlemen, you've just seen some fantastic features tonight. Trev, I'm going to shoot up there because we're about to get underway with the
I thought you were going to stay down here with me.
Well, I could do. What do you reckon, Bretto? Can I stay down here?
Might as well.
Might as well. Mate, we'll just catch up with Cheryl very quickly.
Yep.
Shaz, yep. 50 laps, and gee whiz, those boys certainly put on a show, didn't they?
They did.